There we go, ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday the 19th of June already, and we are slowly heading towards a true alt season. That's going to be the big discussion topic of today, but first, welcome. Don't forget to strap in, hit that like button, and I quickly want to cool down because it is a very hot day. I don't know where you guys live. You are watching worldwide, Australia, Italy, Germany, UK, the Netherlands. Welcome, by the way, to all my the Netherlands bros. Let me quickly get this fixed here. But I want to cool down as well because I just had a quite heated discussion and I hate it. And I want to quickly share with you guys what I had this discussion about, because as always, it was a discussion about the 70 billion burn. Yeah, the 70 billion unburn, I should say, is still a very much heated debate. And it's okay. I like to have a good debate. It's a good topic. It's a really good topic. It's all about centralization, decentralization, but also about tokenomics, of course. But the minute you start to say to me, but Coin Baron, simple economics, page 1, it is so easy. More tokens is lower price. It isn't that simple, guys. It simply isn't. And I have a master's degree in economics, and I can say you that it is never that easy. I wish it was. But that's exactly why they teach it to you in the first grade, right? They want to keep things simple. Yeah, there's something called a price equilibrium. There definitely is. In an ideal world. The good thing is, though, is that we do not live in this ideal world. We live in a world where there are so many small variables that have so big impact. And specifically for the 70 billion burn, it is never about, okay, what is the total supply? No. It's about the circulating supply, and not just the circulating supply. No, you want to know how much is actually available now in the market to buy or to sell. That is what is affecting the price. But anyways, today is a green day. I want to talk a bit about Iran as well. Heated debate, heated topic as well. I want to keep things chill today. Today it's only 26 degrees. That's fine. 26 degrees is fine. It's getting close to 33 tomorrow. Mrs. Host Day now, welcome. Strap in. I see Bjorn. I see Pete is loving the heat. Pete likes a warmer environment. Try to move to Spain, Portugal. Portugal is actually very crypto friendly. 29 degrees outside of London. Nicholas, welcome. I saw you did a great space today on X. I couldn't join, but good stuff, man. Good stuff. I've got my air conditioning on now, so very happy. Scorchy in the UK. Anyways, welcome, guys. Welcome. I saw Random Token as well. So many cool people in the house today. Shall we start with all season? Let's do that. Guys. I want to come back to this chart once more. The third time we touched it, I was like, yeah, okay. This is probably it. The fourth time, okay, we might stretch it, but probably this is going to be it. The fifth time, okay, we're not going to touch this once more, do we? And then currently we are at the 7th touch. Yesterday, the 7th touch of Bitcoin dominance on the uptrend, and we went very close. We went very close to about 65%. We're getting pretty close also to the highest weekly close if we're going to close like this. If you take a look here, we are currently above the highest weekly close. The highest weekly close so far was at 64.77% for Bitcoin dominance. Still, though, it isn't the Pico top. Pico top has been so far at exactly 65.3%. So, we are still moving up. The higher we go, the more I start to think, is it going to be more like a double top scenario? Because I want to show you a different chart quickly, Ethereum here. And you know, guys, I've been talking about Ethereum a lot. Ethereum is in my opinion, the kingmaker for the alt season. But if you let me remove some lines here. Let me remove some lines. You go to the weekly chart. You go to the weekly chart for ETH. And I want to show you this. Do you see how little has happened in the last 6 weeks? Almost nothing. You see it's within a very, very tiny range. Very tiny range. We opened the week at about 2,400 and we closed the week max at 2,500, 600, 2,560, something like that. Mr. I'm the Creator, welcome. It is hot. Markets are heating up. Markets heating up. I hope at least. Welcome, Mr. Diamond J, welcome, welcome. Ultra coming in as well, sitting at the pool. Kurt, oof. Brits don't do air conditioning. It makes sense though, same here, because you only need it like a few days a year. A good tree helps. A good tree. But this guy is absolutely insane. This is not how we do crypto. Crypto is all about volatility, and we do get volatility. You see all these wicks? For ETH, there is volatility, but in the end, kill the noise. We kill Monday till Sunday. Nothing happened. Basically, nothing happened for the last 6 weeks. And still so much happened as well, because let's go back to the daily. This touch here was so telling. It was, we're getting there, but we're not there yet. Thanks to also Iran. Thanks to Iran. Anyways, also for Cronos, before we dive deeper into different objects, it's been a week. It's been a week so far. It is Thursday, and let's go to a different chart first, because I was shaking it, ladies and gentlemen. I was shaking it. You know, I'm a big proponent here of the rainbow chart for CRO. Big proponent of the rainbow chart. And we dropped below it. We dropped below it again. And I was like, no. This ain't happening. This ain't happening. But we also bounced back up once more. So, I am so far quite happy with what's happening with CRO. Yeah, I kind of talked about this, I think, also in the stream. Like, it's destined almost to happen. Once you set the motion towards the outer rim, it is going to happen. Now it had a touch, so from my point of view, it's okay to move up again. Also because, and you might differ in opinion from this for me, but I don't know if you guys heard the latest Iran news. I don't have the tweet ready, but Trump was saying within the next 2 weeks, we're going to decide what's happening with Iran. Are we going to join the war? Are we not going to join the war? I think it makes sense that he's trying to stall things, because we also know, and I told us in the video yesterday, that it's a bit of a war of attrition as well. Simple fact is, again, that those missiles they're firing, they're going to run out on both sides. On both sides. I've heard some numbers. They're paying about $250 million. $250 million every day to keep this Iron Dome system running. $250,000, so $250 million. You need 8 days. You need 8 days to reach the market cap of CRO in missiles. Oh, yeah. Anyways. Hey, Philip. Benjamin Cowan argues that altcoins are an oscillator at best, implying that they still need to go down about 20% from here compared to Bitcoin. And only then can they potentially boom. Do you agree? I think he's referring to the total 2 or total 3. Let me check if I can find it, because what I kind of agree with is the following, Philip. I want to go to the CRO Bitcoin chart. By the way, this looks nice. Talking about CRO Bitcoin. You see here is that we are setting a bit of a W pattern so far for CRO Bitcoin. So let's zoom out a bit more. Let's go to the weekly scale for CRO Bitcoin. The weekly scale. I think it can be an oscillator. It definitely is possible. If you take a look at what we're doing basically now, you see it's oscillating in between these two lines, but it's also going down, meaning that in the long term, Bitcoin will outperform CRO. That's definitely a possibility. I think it's Yeah, I wouldn't say foolish. I think it's a bit too much hopium to see that we are going back to the same levels as earlier in 2021 for Bitcoin. That is not my base case, at least. It can happen. I hope it will. I hope it will. But what if we just go back to this here, to this let's say we range within this oscillator. Hard word to pronounce. So we're going to do something like this throughout the next few years, and then I don't know exactly how the cycles will continue, but yeah. At some point, long term, you would like to hodl Bitcoin more than Cronos. Potentially. It also kind of fits with the potential inflation risk for CRO. That doesn't mean that where we currently are, it isn't a great opportunity. I do believe it is a great opportunity at this point. Why? Well, sell high, buy low. Sell high, buy low. I bought some more Bitcoin, I think about here. And I sold my Bitcoin about here. So you sell high, you buy low. And you will never ever get it perfectly, guys. That's the honest truth. You will never hit it perfectly. So yes, I should have bought down below here. I should have. But I didn't. So my base case is that we're going back to about this point here, which is still a rise of about, where are we? 700% in Bitcoin terms, guys. 700% in Bitcoin. Crazy. Don't tell your friends yet. This is you're on my secret. So when we become millionaires, well, you heard it first here. No. Hey, Tosca, welcome. Strap in. Strap in, my dude. Hey, Jay Smith. Off to Italy on Saturday. Looking forward to a week being busy to take my mind off markets. Are you expecting a good July, or is it unlikely? I don't know. Like short term, it is so hard to say now, Jay Smith. So my expectation earlier. Let's talk a bit about the FOMC meeting. Let's bring up some news. Let's bring up some news here. Didn't know if you guys have seen the FOMC meeting, but the word of the day, Jerome's word, was at least uncertainty. Uncertainty. Like the numbers, the data is telling inflation is creeping up just a little bit. Forecasts are though saying it's not going up too much. Still though, the forecast back in December were kind of saying the same, but this time around, due to the tariffs, due to the wars, Jerome Powell's playing it safe. And I think in April, so only 3 months back. Let me get the right chart in. Let me check Assetwatch tool. There we go. There we go. So this is the Assetwatch tool. And now the expectation is that we will get a rate cut not in July, but in September. In September, we do expect a rate cut. I don't think it will change. I don't think that we will see a lot higher odds for the July rate cut. By the way, it's July, almost August, the 30th of July. So, oh, you can't see it here. Now it's actually on the screen. So, unless this will surprise us, unless something happens, Jerome Powell has a speech, we will get very strange inflation data numbers. We will see something happen in September. And it could be that simply this switch on the 17th of September, could be enough to start a crazy rally. And I wanna also show you that the September timeframe makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. Let me show you this chart again. I've used it in a few different videos now. But let's go back to where we are in the cycle. And I quickly want to go back to this one actually here. So for CRO, the halving, let me go to the halving of CRO. Oh, I removed the chart. That's a shame. So let me bring you up to date here. The halving of 2020 happened in April. In April of... Think about here. This was the halving. April or May of 2020. And you can see that we had a top in November 2021. So how many weeks were there? I think about 28 weeks. I did something wrong here. Yeah, this is the wrong one, wrong year. There we go. There we go. Let's actually say like this. Let's say like this. You can see that the real bull run started about here. How many weeks was that after the halving event? I need to bring it to the right top here perfectly. That was about 78 weeks. 78 weeks. Now we had a halving in April of 2024. April 2024. I think April 12th. About here. How many weeks was it again? It was 74 weeks. Oh. Where will 74 weeks bring us? 74 weeks. 74 weeks. Haha! Hard to see, guys, but it's the 8th of September. The 8th of September. So if this is right, what we see here, that the probabilities of a rate cut are quite decent, middle of September, we might be right at the same time in the cycle as previously, where we saw the big switch for CRO. And this could be a simple catalyst. I mean, we're all waiting for altcoin season. We need like a little nick to push us over over the edge. I hope this made sense. I hoped my chart was still intact. Anyways, so question, back to the question. July, I think we'll have a quiet July. Like we have seen a decently quiet part before that, right? But you can see we went up a little bit. Actually went up quite a bit, like 78%. So I think it wouldn't be unlikely if we go up about 78%. So if we go up to about 16 cents in July, 15, 16 cents, I think nobody would jump out of bed for a 70 cents CRO. Nobody. So it wouldn't be crazy, but it would at least give us the right foundation. It would give us the right foundation. And it also makes sense, like if we go slowly towards September and we see the rates, the probabilities increase again, and maybe even in July we might see already this increase a bit more to like 20%. It is all about expectation as well, because the expectation of change can already change the price. Expectation of change can change the price. 2 weeks from now, that will be about 3 to 4 or 5 July. So perhaps there is a new event that's fearful to allow the market to drop a bit and I'm able to have a good July. I think the market dropped already quite a bit. Especially altcoins. Especially altcoins. But well, we'll see. Tariffs aren't inherently inflationary if demand remains the same. If prices go up and demand goes down, there will be some sort of equilibrium, but the Fed have no idea what will happen as not enough data. Exactly. And we also don't know the tariffs. They can change day by day. So they can make forecasts and then the tariff structure changes again because they made a deal with country X or Y. 200 billion supply for Cronos would be better. I mean, double the treasury. Let's see. How much CRO do I need to stack in 2030? I don't know. 2030 is too far away. Too far away, my son. Well, we can ask. Mr. 8-Ball, is it less or more? Is it less than 1 million CRO to become a millionaire in 2030? Let's see. Mr. 8-Ball. Less. It's hard to see. Guys, I'm doing magic now, live on stream, so... Very likely, it's very likely. According to the 8-ball, it is very likely you will need less than 1 million Crow. Hey Nicholas, why does Crypto.com not promote the Crow token on their post? Well, I want to show you Twitter because I think today was a good showing again of that they do promote that token a lot. By the way, if anyone wondering, this also is big news. I talked about it a little yesterday in the video, but this partnership with BlackRock is the biggest asset manager in the world, is huge. But okay, I want to show you that. There we go. This one here. For anyone saying they don't care about Crypto.com, they don't care about CRO, I mean, what other exchange does this? And yes, they do also do other tokens. But I want to remind you guys that typically also those projects, they pay for the campaigns. For example, I don't know exactly if Mary did this or the Crow Knife token, but I'm kind of certain that when they went over to the Gate.io exchange, or I think it was Gate.io, that they had to pay for that listing. And part of that listing was also like promotion or campaign. So I don't know, for example, I think the Pepe, no, not the Pepe, the Pingu airdrop arena, I think they might have paid a little bit of money to the exchange to run it. I'm not expecting a great summer myself. Like, we have to wait until Q4. But if that's the case, it's only like 3 months. We will go quick and it will be worth the wait if you see Crow close to $1. That's it, right? It's so crazy to think about, guys, but the next 150 days, maybe even less, I'd say 150 days, I think they will be life-changing. So I'm already looking what kind of Porsche I want to get. No, but no jokes. I do believe. I think the majority believes that like the next 150 days, maybe more. Some people say counting Q1 of 2026. I think it won't. But let's see. Don't forget, by the way, that this halving, this Bitcoin halving, was 1 month earlier than last cycle. 1 month earlier. It's not exactly 4 years. The halving is X amount of blocks. How much are all making with Crow staking? Is it currently 7%? Oracle saying tariffs are deflationary. Deflationary? Explain where you come from, Mr. Oracle. Like from demand side, because it kills demand? Explain. I would like to learn more. I wish I had a lot more staked, the Exotic Truth is saying. Someone say they got like 1,200 Crow a week. That's close to $100 per week of allocating Crow. I mean, it's doable. It's definitely doable. I think that's actually a lot. That's quite a bit. They need to have staked like a million Crow. It's possible though. Like, give or take 1 million Crow will give you 1,200 Crow a week. Ah, the Exotic Truth made use of the 15% lockup. Okay, makes sense. Not too bad, not too bad. Today, by the way, it's a bit of a rad day. It's a bit of a rad day. Hey, Flying Bee, by the way. I saw you in the beginning as well. In 2021, we had Bitcoin at 74k. Today, it is 105. Back then, Crow was $1 in 2021. So why is it nowhere near that now? Even with such a high Bitcoin price. It's all about old season. It's all about old season, Mr. Flying Bee. Even if we're not to hit all-time high for Crow, yeah. Sorry, I can't read today, guys. It's too hot. Yeah, but it's all about old season. Like what we talked about in the beginning, it is still my base case is that we're not going to go above this line. This is Bitcoin dominance here. Bitcoin dominance is saying how much percent of the market is ruled by Bitcoin. And we always have periods of increasing Bitcoin dominance and also decreasing Bitcoin dominance. And the thing is about the decreasing Bitcoin dominance, it goes very, very quick. We built Bitcoin dominance for 3 years. Yeah, 130 weeks so far. That's a bit more than 2 years, like 2.5 years. 2.5 years of building Bitcoin dominance, and then within only half a year, this is actually, yeah, within half a year we lose it all. Or not all, we see a big decrease. And here you see as well that we talked a bit about oscillators. You can see that also Bitcoin dominance, it tends to go down a bit more. It's hard to really get a good one on then. At least you see that Bitcoin dominance also, it's shrinking. It's shrinking. Like the range in which it's going is also is becoming less and less. It's all about momentum though, Flying B. At some point, Ethereum, that's my base case here, that will fly. So you see that in the last 6 weeks, it did nothing here. But at some point, it will escape. It will escape this pattern that it is in. It will escape this line here. And I do expect also then that this here will change quickly. Ooh, getting about $80 a month with the supercharger, swapping it straight to CRO. I also get quite a bit from the supercharger and also from the arena, but I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to sell it. It's crazy though. Oh guys, trust Pete. Pete is always manually checking the staking rate. It's currently 6.75%. Not too bad, not too bad. Not too bad, guys. Ooh, did the ETF IPO already come out yet? It is not yet live. It's currently being checked. You do have the ETP, Mr. I'm That, the creator. If you live in Europe, you can go to... I'm actually not entirely sure if it's live yet. I need to check that. It's a good one. If you use stock trading apps in the EU, you can take a look at the Cron ETP, which is the staked Cronos, a staked Cronos product, an exchange traded, exchange traded product, which is basically the same. Pete is doing both on-chain and also card staking. It's all in different places, so my brain doesn't always keep it up. You need the spreadsheet, yeah. Yeah, by the way, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the first people start to receive their, how's it called? Their credit cards yet. If anyone in here did get their credit card, let me know what color. Let me know what color you got. I'm trying to look it up now. Some people posted their credit cards. Crypto.com. I think Vigorous posted it. Let me quickly check, guys. Vigorous. Somebody did an unboxing of their card. Ah, here it is. Let me show it to you. This is crazy though, honestly, guys. People are now getting their credit card and they're making use of the unlimited cap. There is no limit how much you can actually earn regarding CRO cashback. And somebody is using like this card here. Is this the Ruby Red? Is this the Indigo? I think this is the Indigo. This is the middle tier. You get, I think, 3.5% here with this card. It is not too shabby. So you get this card, the new credit card, and it has a crazy look to it. By the way, nice pool. But yeah, it's crazy. So good cashback. I see a lot more positive notes recently, especially in the Reddit. So let's see, yeah. No annual fees, unlimited rewards. And from what I've heard from, for example, Yo-Yo, is he saying to me that, yeah, okay, there are a few cards. I've seen, for example, Wells Fargo that, for example, offer 2%. They offer 2%. However, the majority of credit cards only offer like 1%. So the 1.5 for the free tier is very decent. It is very decent, especially also because there's a sign-up bonus, I think up to $100. So that's quite good. That is quite good. The thing though about this 15% lockup, Mr. The Exotic Truth, is that you did lock it up then for 12 months. So at this point, like with what we talked about earlier, is I expect the cycle to end. Like things are going to change, and I don't think it will last 365 days. In my humble opinion, I think I also made a note here. Yeah, I do expect the all-time high to be somewhere here. Let's say October 2025. So in that regard, it's a good thing you didn't lock up everything. So in theory, you could sell a bit and buy more CRO later on. That's the thing, right? Even if you're bullish on CRO, you need to recognize that there are times in the market where things are overheated. And to visualize when it is overheated, I have this chart here. This is the rainbow chart. And I don't know how it will play out this cycle. That's the honest truth. But my thesis here is that everything below this blue line is undervalued. For me, this is the fair value line. The fair value line is the blue, between the blue and the yellow. That's fair value. So currently we are undervalued. Everything above it is overvalued. But it doesn't mean that you need to sell once we go overvalued. There is something also we call bubble territory over here. This is bubble. And we go to bubbles. We go from bubble to bubble until it pops. That's crypto. That's why we like crypto. It's a bit of, I think that's a bit of the casino vibe we like. Like we are getting cheap chips here in hopes we get here in the end. But no crying in the casino, guys. No crying in the casino. Let's see how it's going to play out. I'm still here for at least a $1 CRO. Anything less would be a disappointment to me. Balls deep in too many projects. It's time to not like rediversify then. I honestly would recognize or recommend for anyone if you feel this, go back to only like 5 projects. If you can't count them on your hand anymore, like big positions, even the small ones, if you have like a lot of small positions left, like stop it, like get them together again, or accept that you have a lot of small ones and then say, okay, I'm going to bundle them, like my small portfolio part. I do that kind of with the supercharger. It's like set and forget. You get the tokens for free. Wait. But like for serious positions, I would say try to keep it to a minimum. But of course, you do you. You do you. Did you see the Ledger offer for cold storage? Is that the Solana one? The Solana one? Ah, okay. So Exotic Fruit is down to DCAing currently for only 4 projects. Makes sense. I think that's actually quite clever. Do you think we get past 20 cents? I think so. I think so, Mr. Blake. What's up, dude, by the way? What's up? Is it possible for Cronos to rebrand again? I guess it is. Hey, Ace, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. 7 Canadian dollars. I'm strapping in here. Thank you so much again. What should we buy? What should we buy? What do you buy, Mr. Ace? Or Ice? It's hard to read your name here. I'm buying CRO. I'm doing my DCA. No, sir. Ledger's offering you Bitcoin if you buy Ledger. Isn't that like an old promotion? I've seen that like forever. Like you buy the Ledger and it's pre-installed with like $40 of Bitcoin. It's crazy. Must say you're a great CRO ambassador and keep my faith in CDC. I mean, I'm not like a real ambassador. I'm not getting paid. I wish I was. Having said that, I do have a referral code in the link in the description down below. So if you guys are new and you want to get like a credit card, feel free to use my link. Yeah. Anyways. Peter's saying, so long as you can max out all the places where you can get the free CRO, then this really helps to stack more. Plus it also reduces your average price. That's true. I think that's also a great thing about the whole card, is that you can passively earn more CRO without even recognizing it. I mean, you're doing groceries every day or every other week. Sometimes maybe a bigger buy, a new TV, things for the garden, or things for inside the home, new clothes. Every time you spend, you gain some more CRO. And I did some research today. I'm currently recording a new Visa card review. I don't know if you've seen my Visa card reviews back in 2021, but it's time for a new one. I've learned that the average American, like a typical median American, spends about $18,000 on a credit card every year. $18,000. If you're going to use the IC White, that comes to about $270 of cashback every year. If you use the Ruby, it's almost double, so about $500 of CRO. And if you, I think the Obsidian is 6%, so double it again. So then we're talking about $1,200. But of course, if you can afford an Obsidian, you can afford an Obsidian card. I think also your spending habits are a lot higher. I think if you go to the Porsche dealer, you don't get a service, an engine change for $12. So you're paying a lot more also if you got the Obsidian. And I also know a lot of people that try to do their business expenses on the card. And the more you pay with the card, the more it rewards you as well. Great way to DCA in the market. Especially also because I do believe, again, I made this whole video. If you buy now at about 9 cents, something expensive, and the price goes up. Let's say you have the IC White. The IC White is 5% cashback. 5% cashback. If you go to about $2, which by the way is within the bubble territory zone here, it is 5% times 20. That's 100%. In theory, it is possible to get a free item if you time things correctly. And that's of course the hardest part, but it is possible. It is possible. Could you give advice on exit plans if CRO does run to $2 without hurting the project? Well, in all honesty, Nicholas, if you are selling, it won't hurt the market. If you are selling CRO at $2, except if you have 100 million CRO. Well, honestly, if you alone do something like that, it's okay. If like hundreds of people are selling at exactly the same time, of course, it doesn't work. But what I would always do is I think I would start to DCA out. If anything, like I don't really have sell orders set. Really, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I would sell a little bit at 80 cents, but I think the majority should be sold off in parts when we go higher in the bubble. CDC is the coolest platform to use, bar none. It features the cards, now the credit cards, stocks, up-down sports betting, and also the Diamond Reward program. I every day forget to freaking do the, how's it called again? I forget to do the daily check-in. And if I forget to do the daily check-in, I also don't get the diamonds for purchasing. So I'm so laser focused now every day to not forget to press the freaking daily check-in button. It's It's a hassle, but you need to do it. 1st of June, the on-chain rate was about 6.85%. So it was dropping and also reducing my rewards. I'm a grumpy customer, even though I know a reducing rate means more tokens locked up on chain. Exactly. And the good thing is also that, if I'm correct, it's not. That's actually a good question. So they have the 70 billion CRO. In the proposal, the Golden Age said, we're not going to use the 70 billion CRO to stake it on chain. Because they know we're going to basically steal that reward from our users. But the ETP and also the ETF, they used a staked fund. So if you use the ETF, you get about 3.5% of interest on your ETF. So it is not the same as a normal stake. They stake it for you basically, and they get 3.5%. And then the customer getting the ETF also gets 3.5%. Ooh, Nicholas has the purple one. Let me check if I can find it. Mr. Lambo. Or is it purple, purple, purple? Ooh, it's a lot of posts here. This is also cool. Somebody went to Disneyland, and I have heard that Disneyland is very expensive. So at least he got like an IC. This is the ICY debit card, not the credit card. I can't seem to find your purple card. I don't seem to find it. You post a lot. Oh my god. Oh yeah, for anyone wondering, this logo here, this is the crypto.com logo. This is not the CRO logo. I understand the confusion because this has been the CRO logo for the longest time, but currently the CRO logo looks a bit different. I can't find it. I can't find it, Nicholas. So the on-chain should be the DeFi app, Mr. Exotic Truth. Oh, you spent 5k today on my credit card. Insane rewards. You get the purple card. It's 3.5%. So 3.5 times... Whoa, it's about $1,000 then, right? Nice, nice. No, I can't do math. No, it's 35. No. Yeah, it's more about... Oh, man. It's about $100 then. It is getting hot here, guys. My brain is cooking. Even we have the AC on. It's... I think I should actually put it up a bit more. Hey, D-Rod. Welcome, welcome. What's up? What's up? By the way, the Moon token had quite a bit of a lift off last week. I don't know what happened exactly, but it went to the moon. Hey, Vikas, welcome. Sorry if this is a bit of a personal holding question, but do you hold only CRO? Well, Mr. Flying Bee, I got a whole video about this. And you can still check it out. It's still mostly correct. My portfolio video. I can tell you it's not only CRO. It's also Lion, the Lion token. I do hope the Lion token will have a bit of a relief rally soon. Nicholas is trying to maximize his rewards. 64k on Amex last year. How is the acceptance of American Express, Nicholas? Is it like good? Good? I've heard mixed stories. People saying, well, they don't accept American Express everywhere. Hey, me myself. Hey, congratulations, dude. Met my CRO goal and saw huge potential to the upside. Nice, man. Quickly going back here to Ace. Ace was asking the question, what should we buy? And Ace is saying himself, well, I'm buying mainly Bitcoin and CRO. Keeping it simple, I like it. If you want to spice things up, Ace, no financial advice, but I have a bit of ETH as well. ETH is, I still think ETH will melt faces. I think ETH will surprise anyone. Everyone's saying ETH has replaced. ETH has been replaced by Solana. Definitely not the case, guys. Let me say this to you. Everyone currently in the crypto space, everyone that is more like DeFi minded or pump fund minded or whatever, meme minded, I don't know. That's not the majority still coming into the crypto market. If we're gonna get this lift off in Q3, Q3 by the way is by almost coming. 11 more days for Q3, but all the retail people are just taking a look at CoinMarketCap or big crypto apps and are saying, well, so we got Bitcoin and then the number 2, that's Ethereum. So Ethereum should go up also, right? That's the whole thinking method they use. Like, okay, so Bitcoin is good, then the second one should also be good. They don't need more. They don't need more. So even though that Ethereum from a technical point of view might be getting a bit old, still though, they're getting upgrades. It is, I think, mainly deflationary as well regarding economics. So Ethereum token has, I think, still places to grow. Is the credit card coming to the EU? I don't think so. Not yet, at least. It's not on the roadmap, Chef. Welcome, by the way. I think I've seen an earlier comment from you. I bought a book from Amazon earlier today. I paid for it on my Crypto.com debit card to earn CRO. It's those little things. True, true. Every day, guys, earning a bit more, stacking a bit more. And the more you stack, the more you can earn by passively staking it or putting it in a liquidity pool or anything like that. Oh, talking by the way about liquidity pools, I don't know if you've seen this news, but if you guys are more DeFi, more like DeFi centered, let me check. For some reason, there's like this purple glow in my screen now. Anyways, let me check. I need to check if I can find this from VVS Finance. VVS Finance and Crypto.com. Let me check. Yeah, this is amazing. I quickly want to share this with you guys. So yesterday, this news came up. VVS was like, okay, we're going to unveil something cool soon. Something very cool. This will shake the future of DeFi. And here it is. Here it is. No more sneak peek. Let's go. So for anyone wondering what this is of course the debit or credit card by Crypto.com. And what they say now is that if you use, and I think I can find a better picture somewhere else. Come on, VVS Finance, give us something cool. It is called Auto Harvest. Auto Harvest. So what you do is you earn with liquidity pools you earn in DeFi, and they auto harvest it for you to the Crypto.com debit card. So earn in DeFi, spent in real life, and this is, I think, the beginning of something very cool. Think about it more like from a fundamental point of view. I think many people here are here for the passive staking or the passive investment, the passive income, like that kind of stuff. But we do know we need to get stuff as well. We need to pay for groceries. So if you want to live like the passive life, the financial freedom or the FIRE movement, it's financial independence, retire early. If you want to retire early, you need to still be able to pay for stuff. And if you can set and forget like money on VVS Finance to simply spend it later, amazing. I've heard though that for some people it can be problematic because, well, taxes. You need to pay for taxes, even though I'm not entirely sure how it works with staking rewards. But because they basically what they do here, you stake, you earn in DeFi, and they will sell it for you to US dollar. So that will be, I think, a taxable event in the US. Where I live, we don't do taxes on anything like that you sold. You have a straight, I think we call it wealth tax. It's annoying as well. It's very annoying because if we have a bad year, if we lose money, we still have to pay. So there is no ideal tax system, guys. There is no, but it is pretty cool. Crypto.com should put an option in the app to add cashback pro to your card stake. Maybe with a sliding scale. Yeah, to auto compound. I like the idea actually. Yeah, I like the idea. I would say put it forward. Go to Terry. I know you have an X account. All you gotta do is like hashtag @Chris or @Crypto.com, and I think they might listen. Bjorn is paying almost anything with his card. I like it, dude. That is so clever, Pete. So for anyone that missed it, I was saying I forget to do the daily check-in. And Pete has a daily reminder by Alexa. I like it. I quickly want to talk about Iran, guys, because again, if we get any resolution within the next 2 weeks, I think it's mainly altcoins. This is coiling up now. Like it's getting very tight. You see it wants to escape. You see it wants to go somewhere. I think if you go to the daily chart, you can also see, yeah, it's a bit of a flag still. You can see it's actually moving up a bit like this. The only issues that are, yeah, there might have been one fake out here. If we say this is a fake out, yeah, we can see it's still moving within this range. So if ETH has anything up its sleeve, I think it should mainly be bullish. Also makes sense because from this point onward, there is not much wiggle room for Bitcoin dominance. Like if we see any big move from Bitcoin and not from Ethereum, then yeah, it will be probably something like this. Oh, nice. That was quick. So Nicholas used the credit card bonus. I like it. Ah, okay. Italy, you had a bad time in Italy. So the question was, guys, he had an Amex card, American Express. Is it accepted everywhere? So Visa, MasterCard. Anyone accepts Visa, MasterCard. And even I think if you go take a look now, most companies and most stores, they accept Apple Pay, Google Pay as well. I don't know if they work via the Visa network or not, but majority now accepts also Google Pay. So if you have the credit card and it hasn't arrived yet, you can add the virtual card. I think it's within a few minutes. I use my virtual card basically every day now. Even though, yeah, I have a few options. I can use my watch, and I can use my phone, or I can use my Curve card as well. I don't know if you guys heard of Curve card. Curve card is basically an app. Oh, well, it's the one card to rule them all. I don't have it near me now, but the one card to rule them all. So what you do, you have one card. You have to select your main credit card, your main debit card, I should say, the main debit card. If that one doesn't work, it will go to the second debit card. If that one doesn't work, it will go to the third debit card. So one debit card to rule all your accounts. And the nice thing is especially, I've heard that some credit cards or some debit cards, they want you to, they reward you based on certain categories. So 4% for gasoline, 2% for dining, 5% for groceries, like something around those lines. What you can do with the Curve card, that was pretty neat, is that you can basically go back in time. So what it does then, it says, okay, you paid now with the Crypto.com card, but I know I can get a 5% with a different card. So I go back in time, remove it from my Crypto.com card, and instead move it again to the different card, even though I already paid for it weeks back. I think it goes back to up a month. Quite a clever system. I think it was available first in the UK. Check it out if you haven't. It's quite nice. It is quite nice. Amex, though, is accepted everywhere in the States. Okay. I mean, it's called American Express. American Express, boys. Hey, Pete. Friendly reminder to all in chat. Let's not spam the chat with altcoins, please. The only altcoin I accept is CRO. That's my true savior, guys. My lord and savior, Cronos. Oh, nice. Level 45 in no time. You're welcome, meme season. Good stuff, good stuff. Meme season. I would like to sign for to stay like this. True that, true that. I have to say though, meme season, I don't know how this year will play out. So for anyone wondering how the tax system works in the Netherlands, we have to pay based on one date. So last year, it is all based on the 1st of January. You have to take a look at what's your net worth. What's your net worth on the 1st of January of the previous year. So next year I have to pay, next year I have to pay my taxes based on where were we on the 1st of January 2025. And CRO was up at about 20 cents. Currently, my net worth basically halved. But I still have to say that I still have to pay the taxes for this here. And that's of course kind of weird, especially in crypto. That's quite weird. So if the end of the year we're gonna go up like this, like we go to $1, it's okay because I made profit in the end, right? But if we go down like where we are now, I made a massive loss. And in that case, you have to pay. You have to pay. And that the thing is, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell my tokens to be able to pay the taxes. That's the whole thing, right? I think it's about, yeah, you say the percentage, not that much. I think it's about 3%. Is it like, no, 2%? About 2% of your net worth. Minus a few things. The 2% of this value back then. So it's quite, I would say it's quite massive, especially if your net worth tanked like this. Let's be honest, it's been quite brutal. Minus 43%. Well, you're right, meme season. If honestly, like, if for crypto, this is the best, because if you have to pay for the gains, like 5,000% gains, yeah, then that's also not fun. Then I rather pay the flat tax, because then you know at least the gain itself was free. That's also the thing, right? I mean, we're trying to risk our gut for potential gain, but then the one that's profiting the most, that's the government. Hey John, welcome. Hello. Would ever buy all the loaded lines on the 31st of December? I think they call it arbitrage, meme season. That's arbitrage. If you sell them though back on, I think, April 1st, it's okay. Yeah, John, we talked a little bit about it, but it's honestly crazy. So for anyone that missed it, BlackRock, they partnered with Securitize, and Securitize is going to offer Bildl, it's hard to pronounce, but Bildl, which is basically a tokenized fund, and they will give it to Deribit and also to crypto.com, and with that they can use it to do to do basically leverage trading. It's their margin. So for us, for you and me, not really interesting, but for the money market funds, big deal, especially because crypto.com wants to go more into the institutional side of things. So it's good stuff. Did you restake CRO for the IC White? I didn't, because I didn't. As I mentioned in many videos by now, I don't like restaking with a big amount of money. And currently still the IC White, if I would have to restake, it would be quite a bit. My recommendation is, I think up to the Ruby Red, it's all fine. For the IC White and the Jade Green, and also especially the Obsidian, I would say keep like your max amount, your max locked amount between 5 and 10%. That's my personal take here. So whenever the IC White is available for me, as in like it's my 5% net worth or 5% like crypto holding, then I might be like, yeah, okay, let's lock it up again, because then the amount of money it is relatively low. But we need to wait really for the CRO prices to do something like that then. Sammy Bomb is saying, but you only pay when you sell, right? Right? No. In the Netherlands, you always pay. You pay. Always you pay. I haven't sold a single CRO. I've only been buying. But I need to pay euros. I need to pay taxes in euros based on what I had. I had to pay this year based on what I had on the 1st of January 2020. No, yeah, the 1st of January 2024. The 1st of January 2024, CRO was at about 7 cents, so that's fine. And year over year, yeah, there was a bit of an increase. So it went from, I think, 7 cents to 17 cents, give or take. So year over year, there was growth. So if we continue that, yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. But where we are currently, it's not good. It's no good. Oh, flying bee, very important. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Peter's lazy. I would like some more passive income, please. They started a CRO net buying leaderboard. So far, the top leader spent about $8,000 already. More inflows are coming. More inflows are coming. I'm curious, Universe. I'm really glad with the news, by the way. I think the $8,000, that's not like a big deal yet. It's definitely not a big deal, but this campaign is running for a long time, so I think it's only $500 for the top one. So it's not like the biggest incentive for a big whale, especially because buying on the crypto.com app is somewhat expensive. So for anyone, if you want to buy CRO, don't do it on the app. Do it on the exchange. The exchange should now be available. It's available in the US. It's available in the EU. It's available in Australia. Big parts of Asia, I believe, as well. So if you want to buy more CRO, do it on the exchange. If you want to buy CRO in the app now, well, with this net buying competition, you can earn the fees back. But the fees, the spread, they can eat quite a bit of your profit. Where is my chat? My chat is broken again. Oh well. Welcome, by the way, Sammy Bump. Welcome. Let me check. Guys, it's by the way about it already past 10, so I need to head off. I'm going to drink some beers this weekend, so bear with me when we come back on Sunday with the Sunday weekly close. By the way, the Sunday weekly close, this will be the last one. I will have a quick break, a 1 week break, so you miss, I think, 2 midweek updates and 1 Sunday close, which will be the 1st of July, something in that line, around those lines. So bear with me. The markets won't dump. I think so, at least, but I won't be there. Typically, when I'm gone, the price goes up. So I take one for the team. Guys, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And let's see where we'll be in a few weeks. Guys, bye-bye.